Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the 2021 Healthcare Summit. Before we begin, I would like to review a few housekeeping items to ensure you are able to fully participate in today's event. Today's program is best experienced on a laptop or tablet. If you are joining us by phone, visual presentations may not be easily viewed. We encourage you to engage with one another throughout today's program using the chat function located in the toolbar at the bottom of your screen. You will also be able to ask questions of our panelists and speakers. To do so, drop your question in the chat or submit via the Q&A function. We will do our best to address as many questions as time allows throughout the event. Should you experience any technical issues, please send a direct chat to our moderator, Maddie Finn. She will be available for troubleshooting assistance. Please enjoy the program.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Andy Johnston, and I serve as Vice President of Government Affairs for your Grand Rapids Chamber. It's truly an honor to work on your behalf, and thank you so much for your investment in our organization and making time to make today's event a priority. The video you just watched, and I hope you got a little hyped up when you watched it, is one of 6 that we're releasing in partnership with Grand River Aseptic Manufacturing and our Opportunity Awaits West Michigan campaign. The video highlights why our region is a great place to live and work and helps celebrate our prominent and growing life sciences industry. It's happening here. We are part of the arsenal of health. And one thing we've learned through the pandemic is that West Michigan is a great place to be. We have room to be outside and alive, and we still need to attract more talent to keep this momentum going in our community and to keep us growing. Help us spread the word. Share the stories of why West Michigan is great by going to OpportunityAwaitsWM.com. Now, this month marked, as we all know, 1 year of the coronavirus pandemic. Last year, in March 2020, we brought home our computers on March 13 and some office supplies, just in case the workplace is closed. And to this day, not everybody has returned. But with vaccinations being administered across the nation, the light is at the end of the tunnel. We're finally seeing it. And for the past year, the Grand Rapids Chamber has listened to your concerns, fielded your questions, and worked to do all we can to support this business community through the pandemic. We've hosted resource calls, town halls, elevated your voice to local, state, and federal officials, and partnered with other community organizations to disseminate critical emergency funds. We haven't always had the answers, but what we like to say at the Chamber is we don't know everything, but we know people who do. And we want to always work to get you the information you need to help your business grow and succeed. Driven to protect both lives and livelihoods in 2020, we were excited to do I want to highlight just a few things we did in 2020. One thing we did was partner with the DTE Energy Foundation to get PPE equipment in the hands of businesses that needed it. We conducted over 1,300 one-on-one business assists, consulting with individual members on their concerns that they were experiencing through the pandemic. We also established the Frontline Food Fund, which helped provide over 1,000 frontline workers meals and invested over $100,000 in local restaurants. We also assembled a team of nearly 80 volunteers to assist with distributing more than 33 million grants to nearly 4,000 Kent County businesses through the Kent County Small Business Recovery Program, protecting 18,800 employees, and we were really proud to partner with Kent County on that work. The 2020 Healthcare Summit was one of the first signature events we broadcast live to our members. We had postponed it, but then we were able to do it in the studio. It marked the first for our organization in some ways, the first virtual production for our events team and outside of Zoom, and the first event where we truly felt the absence of our members. It was also the first time, one of the first times probably, I voluntarily wore makeup. And we've learned a lot since August, as individuals, as a community, and as a nation. And for the first time in recent memory, we've all banded together to tackle and crush this virus. And in the process, we've seen a scientific miracle with the vaccines being distributed across our communities. Now, with health and healthcare being top of mind for the business community, what we're going to do today is learn more about healthcare staffing, capacity, where we stand with vaccines, racial disparities, telehealth, and more. We'll also examine the evolving landscape of healthcare policy under the Biden administration and dive deeper into the legal implications that employers need to consider as vaccination progresses. Can you mandate vaccines? Should you incentivize them? Those kind of questions. And as the voice for our members regionally, as well as in Lansing and in DC, the Chamber is committed to supporting policies that will help bend the cost curve. As a Chamber member, a great way to get engaged in this conversation moving forward is to be a part of our Healthcare and Human Resources Committee. I would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to all the Chamber members of this committee, as well as our Chair, David Brown of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Their subject matter expertise helps the Chamber set its priorities and our positions. Before we get rolling, just a few virtual event reminders. Although we're not together, we want to make this as interactive as possible, so take advantage of that chat feature. We will have a 5-minute break scheduled for you at 9 a.m. to let everyone stretch and hit the restroom and refuel on caffeine, but we're also going to be showing some pretty awesome Chamber commercials. So either take that break or stick around and watch those commercials, and we'll resume promptly at 9:05. We are recording today's event and we'll make it available in the coming days. So if there's an idea that you want to revisit with your team or organization that was presented at today's summit, you'll be able to do so. Lastly, but certainly not least, I would not be your Healthcare Summit Tour Director or Cruise Director without recognizing our sponsors that make this event possible. So please join me in warmly recognizing their investment in this work. Our premier sponsor is Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Our event underwriters are Priority Health and Spectrum Health. We have executive sponsors HAP and Mercy Health. Our technology sponsor is Switch. Lead supporters, Epitech and Metro Health, University of Michigan Health. Chamber champion, Lighthouse and Alera Group Company. Our furniture sponsor, Interphase Interiors. Let's join me today in thanking our sponsors, and on behalf of our premier sponsors, Grand Rapids Chamber Board Member Jeff Connolly. Jeff serves as Senior Vice President and President for West Michigan and the Upper Peninsula for Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Jeff, take it away.
Thank you, Andy. And we know now more than ever, health and healthcare are top of mind for our business communities. That is why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan is once again pleased to sponsor this event. And the world obviously may feel different now, but we're committed to doing what we can to connect employers with the affordable quality care their employees need to be successful and safe. So throughout 2020, Blue Cross worked tirelessly to provide protection and peace of mind to our members by ensuring they could access care when it was needed. And some of the ways we did this included waiving all member copays, deductibles, and coinsurance for COVID-19 testing and treatment, covering more than 640,000 member tests for COVID-19, and expanding telehealth services across multiple platforms, and waiving the copay for members with existing telehealth and behavioral health benefits, supporting approximately 3.1 million visits since March of 2020. Another way we do this is by supporting events like this, bringing together healthcare systems, providers, businesses, and government to discuss innovative programs and ideas to meet our health-related challenges. Collaboration among these community partners is critical to finding the solutions our business community desires to positively impact costs, the quality of care, and the outcomes. And the need to address these is more critical than ever as we continue working through this global pandemic. We're going to begin the summit by checking in with healthcare leaders from our local systems. Much has changed since we spoke with them last August. What has evolved? What are we working toward? And what can we expect moving forward? So thank you for being with us morning, and please enjoy the program.
Getting the vaccine made me feel good about doing my duty for the community and for my family.
Millions of people every day are getting COVID vaccines.
And it offers an opportunity to get back to a healthier life.
When it's time, make sure you get your vaccine.
Because it's going to take all of us to beat COVID-19.
And the more people who get vaccinated,
the sooner we can all safely reconnect with our family, friends, and communities.